Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, we're going to do something really stupid, okay? We are going to calc the strongest attack that you can make in one turn. Now I think we could probably get some more crazy ones than we have if we took stat boosts into account, because we could do like some crazy like weakness policy shenanigans. But we're not going to do that today, alright? That can be another video. This is the strongest attack you can make in one turn without stat boosts. But we are going to include Beads of Ruin because it's very important for the first one, okay? So we're going to start right here. We're going to start right here with something we already are well aware of. This is something I've done before, okay? We're going to start with Chi-Yu, with Choice Specs, in the Sun, eject button out, the Torque Hole into Stonejourner after clicking Helping Hand. So first up here, come on, mouse. Cooperate with me, please. Just a little, come on, please. Jeez Louise. Alright, so we're starting with Overheat, which is base power 130, okay? We're going to Terastalize. That's a ×2 boost. We're going to have Choice Specs. 390. We're going to add in Beads of Ruin, which is a 25% boost. 1.25. 487.5. That is just the Chi-Yu. Terrifier Chi-Yu Choice Specs Overheat. 487.5. And then we're going to bring in Torque Hole, okay? We're going to bring in Torque Hole, so that brings in the Sun, which is another 1.5 times boost. 731. We're going to bring in Helping Hand, which is another 1.5 times boost. 1096. And then our Torque Hole is going to get hit before Chi-Yu moves. We're going to switch into Stonejourner, okay? Times 1.3. 1425.9375. If you don't know, the way that it works is it always rounds down. So 1,425, and that's where we're starting. This is the first calculation we're doing. We're already well over 1,000. Absolutely insane. Okay, before we go any further, if you like this kind of content, leave me a like, leave me a comment, okay? Maybe I'll make one that's really nicely edited, but I'm scared to make nicely edited videos because every time I do, they do really bad, and then I feel like I wasted my whole day. So, if you like this one, I'll make the next one better, okay? I promise. Okay, the next one, which is going to be, you know, not as great as I want, but it's going to be funny. We have Alolan Golem. Now, we are going National Dex Pokemon, but we are not going to use any moves that Pokemon can't learn in Scarlet and Violet. Golem should learn Explosion. There's no reason it's not going to learn Explosion. Now, if you don't know, Alolan Golem has this ability Galvanize, which makes all normal type attacks electric type, and it gives them a 1.2 times boost. So first up, we're starting with Explosion, which is 250. Alright? We're going to multiply that by 2 for Terastallization. We're going to multiply that by 1.2 for Galvanize. And we're going to multiply that by 1.5 for our Choice Band. We're already at 900. Then, this is going to be weird, okay? All this Excalibur is going to do is click Helping Hand. So we're going to take that number, multiply it by 1.5, 1,350. And then, our Excalibur is going to get hit before our Alolan Golem moves, okay? We're going to bring in the Stonejourner. We're going to multiply this by 1.3. 1,755. We are already way stronger than the Chi-Yu. And the Chi-Yu had way more multipliers because Alolan Golem is amazing. Alright? I promise it gets bigger, okay? So next, we're going to do Water Spout, okay? So we're starting with 150. We're going to multiply that by 2 for our Water Terra. We're going to multiply that by 1.5 for Rain. We're going to multiply that by 1.5 for our Choice Specs. 675. Okay? Next, we have an Araquanid. We're going to Entrainment our Kyogre to change its ability to Water Bubble, which is going to double the power of our Water-type moves, which Water Spout is. It is a Water-type move. So we're going to take this, multiply it by 2. 1,350. Okay? And then, Stonejourner gets to come in. Because after we click Entrainment, Araquanid's going to get hit, and Kyogre's not going to get hit. And we're gonna, you know, get to still have the full power Water Spout, but Araquanid's going to switch out. Okay? Stonejourner comes in. We're going to add another 1.3 times boost. 1,755. Wait, is that the same as the... It is. Almost. It's like exactly the same as the guy. That's a strong attack. I have played Entrainment Water Bubble Kyogre. It's amazing. And I really hope that I get to do it again someday because it is so fun. All right. Next. This one's going to sound really stupid, but remember, we're not taking stats into account. We're not calculating the actual numbers of damage because for that we have to pick like a Pokemon. Maybe we can do that in the future too because those calculations are very hard. And if you do it wrong, you can overload Pokemon damage calculators, I have learned. So we're not doing that today. All right. So, Alolan Dugtrio. Alolan Dugtrio has 2 things that I need to make this Steel Beam the strongest Steel Beam we have ever seen. Okay? It has a Steel typing, so we can terrestrialize the Steel and have double stab. And it has an ability that will boost the damage of our attack, i.e., Sand Force. If you don't know what Sand Force does, when you are in the sand, your attacks do extra damage. And actually, we're going to change the Stonejourner to Berserker because that's even more. Who also gets Helping Hand. Maybe we just do... No, because we need to have both active, so it has to be Tyranitar. Okay. So, we're starting with Steel Beam, which is base power 140. Okay? We're going to take that, multiply it by 1.3 for our Sand Force. Multiply that by 2. For our Steel Terra, multiply that by 1.5. For our Choice Specs, we're 546, which is not the biggest thing we've ever seen, but okay, we're gonna get there. Don't worry. It's because Sand Force is just not as big as like a Weather. You know what I mean? Okay, now we have the Tyranitar who's gonna click Helping Hand. So that's another 1.5 times boost. 819. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything, okay? So I did 140 times 1.3 times 2 times 1.5. Yes, okay. Times 1.5 for Helping Hand. Okay. And then our Tyranitar is going to get eject buttoned out into Berserker, who has the ability Steely Spirit, which makes it 1.5. So times 1.5. This is like the weakest one on the list, actually. But coming off of a Alolan Dugtrio, it would be very funny. And maybe I'll make a video where we just try to do that for a whole video. Wouldn't that be amazing? Yeah, 1,228. If you don't know, all damage in Pokemon rounds down, so. Alright. This next one's going to be big, okay? I promise. This next one's going to be big, and it's going to be really funny. So. Mouse Hold, okay? Population Bomb. If you don't know what Population Bomb does, it hits 10 times. So if we hit all 10 times of Population Bomb, that's 200, okay? Which is a lot. That's crazy. We have Technician. That's actually going to be... what? Times 1.5 is actually going to be 300. What? What happened? 200 times 1.5. 300, okay? We're going to add Terra. So times 2, 600. We're going to add our normal gem, which is a 1.3 times boost to the whole attack. It doesn't just boost the first hit. It boosts all the hits, I promise. 780. Okay? And then we have Florges. And if you didn't know, Florges gets Helping Hand and Oranguru does not for some reason. I don't know why when Oranguru has hands, but you know, that's not for me. That's not for me to decide, okay? So we're going to click Helping Hand. That's another 1.5 times boost. Okay? And then we're going to, after that normal gem gets used, Florges is immediately going to give Maushold a Choice Band, which is another 1.5 times boost. 1,755. This feels like the upper limit for this because like so many have been like almost exactly this number, right? But that's still a huge, nothing's living that Population Bomb. If you hit all 10 times, nothing is living that Population Bomb. Absolutely insane. I went back again. All right. Here's the last one. I think it's going to be the biggest one. It's going to be great, okay? So we have Dracovish. You know Fish's Rend? It's base 85, okay? We're saying that our Dracovish is somehow going to move before our opponent, okay? The one that we're targeting. So we're going to take that. Nope. 85. We're going to take that, multiply it by 2. 170, okay? We're going to take our 170, multiply it by 1.5 for Strong Jaw. And we're going to take that and multiply it by 2 for Water Terra. And we're going to take that, we're going to multiply it by 1.5 for Choice Band. This is the Fishes run that we're all used to seeing, 765. We're going to take it even further, all right? We're going to put it in the rain. Multiply by 1.5 for rain. 1,147. We're going to take that and multiply it by 1.5 for helping hand. 1,721. We're already at that upper limit, and we still have more to go. The opponent that Dragovich is not targeting is going to hit our Pelipper before Dragovich moves and switch it out with the eject button. And we're going to get Stonejourner in with Power Spot. I'm going to take this, multiply it by another 1.3. 2,237. 2,237. Dragovich is a monster. If a stronger Pokemon than Dragovich ever gets Fishes Rend, we should all be terrified. Because that is a stupid amount of damage, okay? And that's it. That's all I have. This is kind of a shorter video. I apologize. But, you know, that's okay. If you have any ideas for ways that we can beat the number 2,237 using the same rules, obviously. So no, like, stat boosting. We can do one with stat boosting later. I'm sure if we did, like Wave Crash Dondozo with, like, In the Rain, like, eject button, weakness pile. We could do a lot of stuff with Dondozo, probably. We're not going to do that today, okay? That's for another time. But for right now, if you have any things that we can do without doing any stat boosting, let me know. Maybe they'll make it into another video. If you liked this video, leave me a big fat like, leave me a comment, let me know what you want to see in the future. Like I said, do you have any things that we could do in a single turn without stat boosting? Or, you know, include stat boosting, whatever. I don't rule the comments. Yeah, go ahead and subscribe. If you want to be a certified AndyLa fan, it is 99 cents a month. Go ahead and you can drop that. You can do that if you want to do that. Support me. Pick me. Choose me. Love me. And with that, everybody, my name is Andrew. I'll catch you guys next time. Flutter main, flutter main, flutter main, flutter main, flutter main, flutter main, flutter main. Making big reads in my flutter brain. EV's giving me flutter gains. Play it on rain, call it flutter rain. Get what you run a flutter train. Boss so smooth like a butter main. Flutter main, flutter main, flutter main. Flutter main, flutter main, flutter main, flutter main, flutter main, flutter main, flutter main. Making big reads in my flutter brain. EV's giving me flutter gains. Play it on rain.